Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Kenny's Tool Review. Today I'm doing an update on the Solus I've had a chance to use for quite some time now. To be honest with you, at the beginning I was questioning why I bought this, but I definitely it's grown on me quite a bit. Anything that this lacks, this thing is taken care of, and I don't have to put in the launch ever. Or use the Varus. It's over there somewhere. This thing, it's set up different than the Varus, so there's some things there, and there's some things that I would like Snap-on to get on board with. Right now it's in demonstration mode. I've got a fake 2016 Toyota Camry up. This is the menu you get in the beginning. Pretty standard Snap-on stuff. They organize it the way that they want to organize it. You have a wheel alignment here, which isn't a module, or a service interval reset, which isn't a module. You can see text only. So if we go into here, it'll tell you how to reset the maintenance light on this vehicle here. There's 1, 2, or 3 procedures, depending on a smart key or not. And then I guess a multifunction display is a different one. So there's that. Same. Sure, something around here with wheel alignment, yeah, reset, tests, all that good stuff. So I'm sure that's doing some sort of steering angle reset or something like that. We'll go up here. Sure, let's do an auto scan first. It's going to ask you if there's any missing anything, if you're going to put something else in, you know, but if you just hit back, it's going to do it anyways. And it scans really fast in the demo. It doesn't scan that fast in the beginning, but I just went to a class about communication, and this does something that the Autel doesn't do. Instead of just going to the can high and can low, which 6 and forget which pins those are supposed to be, but I believe they're these two right here, unless I'm looking at it backwards. That's the only thing that the Autel is using. The Varus, however, has the ability to switch from, you know, different ISOs, different sort of protocols that you would find in your mode 6. You know. Let me pause this. Sorry about that. I was gonna turn off the heater over here. Yeah, so sometimes where this will not communicate with certain modules or not pull up certain codes for some reason, then you got to go actually into the module, and then, oh my god, there's a code here, but it wasn't on the auto scan. This won't do that. This will get every single, that's why it's taking longer, because it's pinging every module and making sure, instead of just going in the gateway module or something, you know. This has the capability to jump from, you know, the high-speed can to another CAN network of some sort, whatever's had the DLC. I just found that out. For some reason, Snap-on's very good at that. So with other tools wouldn't communicate with certain modules because they're on certain networks, and this thing will somehow communicate with all of them, and you wonder why. And it's because it has the capability to jump between different communication wires. So we'll go back here. Thing here. Other things about this, we'll go into the data display. So the one thing I wish, and at this point I have not found it, but we'll do this. See, yeah, these are zoom in and out. That's play and stop. This is A through Z if you wanted to sort it by alphabetical. You have the factory settings, the ones that they think you should have. They have the change between a PID list like this. It's 1 graph, 2 graphs, or 4 graphs. That's all you get. Those are the only options. This is a lock to screen, I'm pretty sure. This one you can set an alarm on certain things if you wanted to. A save and then settings, obviously. And then I skipped over this one because this is the one where you get to deselect and select stuff. So this one over here deselects and selects all. This one will select separately, or you could just use the button. You can see here there's a drop down menu, and then you get to go through this, and then you could also just press them, and then when you're done, hit the check mark, and then you've got a custom PID list. And when you go back, it'll be saved here, so you don't have to keep pulling it up. What I wish that Snap-on would get on the freaking boat with is there's no way to search data PIDs here. So when I go here, and I've gone through here, I can't search through any of these. Are you kidding me? You know, I can put them A to Z. That's fantastic. But why can't I type in what I'm looking for, like on the Autels, and I even think the Launch does it, to find stuff quicker? I gotta roll through this entire list to find the thing that I want. Are you kidding me? Look how long this list is. And then there's more stuff too. Some of these are probably repeating because they're misfire ones, so they probably got the same stuff, but I don't understand that about them. But that's kind of literally my only query, to be honest with you. The cable's super long. It's got a light here, so I don't need to get a flashlight to find the DLC connector. It works pretty flawlessly on every single vehicle. I've not had an issue with that yet. It comes with the troubleshooter. One good thing about you see Vin reading, right? But the good thing about Snap-on is I can get to the generic data without having to back out of the vehicle. I'm in the Toyota software right now. You know, technically, I'm not on a tech stream, but I can go in here and I can access radiance monitors, freeze frames, all this onboard, all this mode 6 and mode 9 and mode 8 and all that stuff. So all that stuff I just got here through the engine module, and I didn't have to back out and do some crazy stuff. It's got all the functional tests, you know. It's got the troubleshooter and whatnot. So let's see if I can find the troubleshooter. Should be in the codes. Oh, nope, nope, I don't want to clear codes. Codes only. Nope. Nope, nope. I don't know why I'm having trouble. It's usually on this menu, I think. Maybe it's not because it's a demo. Not sure. Troubleshooter is great though. Tons of information in there. On this newer Solus, I had to be hooked to the Wi-Fi for it to start syncing the troubleshooter for some reason. So there is that. But I really do. I like this a lot. I've not had to charge it at all. When you plug it in, it starts charging on the vehicle, and it shuts off and turns on very fast. There you go. I'm sure it's not off. It's probably just in a sleep mode. And then I'll show you turn it on. I know it's dirty, but... And here we are. We're powered up, ready to go. So that's all you get, because it's not a scope-based one. It's just a scanner. But I'm not going to say I highly recommend this. This is definitely not something I'd recommend for a new person. But this is a well-rounded Snap-on tool. If you don't want to spend the incredible amount of money for a Varus or a D10 or a Triton or any of those other ones, you know, and you've got a bunch of other scan tools and you're ready to round off your scan tool, this is a great one. So don't listen to the haters, because it's worth its weight so far. You know, the $3,000 that it costs, the majority of that is for the information that's on it. Because Snap-on pays for that, so you got to take it into account. But if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you hate Snap-on, please leave a comment telling me you hate Snap-on and that you'll never buy it and that you're Harbor Freight fan or whatever. I love those comments because they help my algorithm. So keep it up, keep hating, keep loving. I don't care. I got some merch stores. I got some cool stuff. I got a store up for my son for his future college fund, hopefully. So I'll put all the links right here, and I'd like to thank you for watching. Have a great day.